Welcome in, folks. We're doing an early live tonight. Sorry, I'm sitting at an angle. Hey, Sydney. How's it going? I, I'm doing an early live. I'm doing an early live tonight. Gonna do a live and camp out. I've been wanting to go camping. I'm just doing it in the front yard. I'm gonna try to catch a parade with my kids on Saturday. It's getting dark here. I waited all night so I can light me a little fire. How's your day been going? Yeah, I just got my tent set up. I done me another video. Fishing with Ricky, what's up? How you doing? MVP, what's going on? I I'm doing an early live. I'm gonna try to do a parade with my kids on Saturday, so my wife don't get mad that I went fishing. Yeah, got a fire going. It's not on camera yet. I wanted to give it a good, but everybody keep them warm. I'm sick about 40 again. I'm short sleeves. I've been a short sleeve all week, even at night. I'm gonna brave the night for with this big cat. No, I got some stuff I got to sleep out here. Yeah, I'm comfy. I'm gonna camp in the tent behind me. Nothing fancy. Nah, bro, I don't smoke. I don't got nobody against nobody smoking. I don't do it. Mm. You guys been looking like you guys been freezing everywhere. Oh yeah, Tom. No. AG. Trapper, welcome in. Nah, I made two videos now. I made one for beginner campers and stuff. Not, I already have some of them set up. I won't spoil too much. I made some of them the video in case somebody didn't know or nothing. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna try to brave tonight. No, I'm not. And that I'm not gonna brave it. I got me a heater in there. I'm not gonna lie. I got me an electric one. I got me some side protection. You know what? I can't show the other one, which I come to find out somebody got in trouble for accidentally showing a firearm on camera walking by and they shut him down. But I've seen some people in lines showing them off. So I don't know. I don't understand. Y'all's not been going good. Ah, nice. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'd try not to show it. Hey, Burrito. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your no. I'll call you Z. Hey, Z. Effing. Yeah, I just chilling with y'all. I got my wife will get mad if I don't go to the parade, which probably will get skipped over again, but hopefully it don't rain. I might go, uh, I'm sitting on a slip, sorry. I'm gonna go to, try to go Sunday if it's any warmer. Past the 10 over there in my wood lines. I was out there shining around with a really bright light. Flames! What is going on? I was over there shining with my girls, putting my ducks up. I forgot. They ain't learned to go up the ramp yet, so I switched them to the big house. And I shined the wood line, and she was standing there. I grabbed my kid and run like hell. Couldn't shoot it, they're illegal to shoot, but I was like, I'm gone. Only a light, I'm good. I didn't throw my light, I kept it. Yeah, I appreciate you for stopping in, MVP. I'm sorry I missed yours the other day. Danny, what's going on? Todd, Vike, Hunter. Yeah, astronomical. I'm camping in my side yard. It's starting to get cold, and I don't feel like driving 45 miles to the camping site. Typing in a bunch of stuff to the government, to game boards and stuff. They got to have your license, vehicle, insurance, all kinds of stuff. I was like, man, I know a couple other places that don't do that, but it's way farther away. How you been doing, Flames, and everybody? I'll have to get to know you a little bit. I apologize. Oh, sorry. Hold up just 1 second. There you go, buddy. There you go, MVP. If I see you a couple times, I'll usually make you a mod. Struggler. Chat's moving pretty fast. Yeah. Armin. Yeah. No, she was out here the other night. I'm hoping she comes out tonight. I'm all prepared. I got the weather thing on mine. You got to do the exclamation point weather and then your location. I set it up kind of like yours, Sydney. I like that, and I figured if anybody wanted to know without logging off of what the temperature right now. They saying it's 37. And the fire I got in, we put off no heat. I just got it because I wanted a fire. There's my brother. I apologize, folks, for the background noise. Making a lie? What are you doing?
Did you ask me to take it to the store?
She's cooking. And he's sleeping.
Can you have me to the store?
I'm on a live. Knock on the door, she might take you. Sorry, but folks, my brother's in the back. Georgia time. Skinks, what's going on?
Hey,
Bill.
I got a fire pit now.
Huh?
I got fire pit now.
A fire pit.
Yep. I'm up for it.
Ah, that's cool. Be careful with that. Make sure you put some tin up underneath it. Sorry, my brother's. He can't drive. He can drive. He's not allowed due to some seizures. It's 37 here. I ain't no joke. I'm in short sleeves. Like I said, as long as that sun comes out, it's not breezy too. So, Christopher, what's going on? If anybody didn't catch my live the other day, hey Karen, I gave away a secret. If you want to know, hit the thumbs up button. It's pretty interesting. Just 1 second, I gotta go get some keys. Oh, and another thing is a trick. If you guys got a belt loop to keep your keys from falling out or don't want to sit them in your pocket, a carabiner will work.
No, you have this.
What did she say? She gonna take you?
I'll be there in a minute.
I didn't know. Never mind.
What?
What is she doing?
She said she don't know gas to take it.
Oh. I don't know. I ain't put gas in there yet. What?
I got a fire pit on my phone for propane one.
Yeah, just make sure you
What are you gonna do with your fire bottle?
my what?
Your propane bottle.
My propane bottle, use it again. I still got plenty of propane in it.
You need extra propane bottles?
Do I? No. No, if you find one, no matter what it looks like down there, they'll accept it.
I just go buy me one and
Right, chef. Hey, Nacho. Sorry about the side
you making
conversation. Do I?
are you making a live?
Yeah, they're on here.
The light don't work?
That one, no, the thing broke on it.
You taking to Jamaica tomorrow?
She's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow afternoon.
You don't say nothing.
I know.
If you don't, I can get my friend to pick you.
I just asked. Not a lot of religions. There's multiple different types in here. Sorry. Turn on more of your lights. Sorry. Hey, random. No, he has seizures. No, I'm not saying that. No. You're more than welcome to stay, man. Watch, enjoy. No, I'm not saying that. No. They're doing good. They wanted to do a live. They wanted to be on the live, but they're running around in shorts too. They're like, I was like, no, the people don't want to hear shrieking. Damn. Yeah, go to his girlfriend's house. Anything. I'm trying to make a live. Sorry, I'm gonna move the light up. Sorry, the lighting bothers me. I've made a video on the tents and stuff. If anybody wants to know some survival stuff, no, just type it in one of my things. I'll let you know. I'm toking up my fire. Let you guys hear the crackling from it. I know some of y'all seen the live the other day. That side I was fishing in, it went from like almost literally 60 to like 50 walking from one side to the other. That one side just opened up to that wind. It's pretty there. Now they got fish there. I don't know. That one's too wide open, I guess. I was gonna try to do on the other side of the bridge, the water ones. I was fishing next to a bridge, and there's another one, and on the other side it opens up into a big wide open area. I was gonna walk down there, but the rocks, there, I'd literally have to climb up, pull myself up, reach down, grab everything, and do that all the way there. It'll take me 20 minutes to get just across the rocks. That's just going up 5 foot, about that high up. So trying to have a working live and do that. I'll sit up there one day. It's got some stuff over there. It's pretty neat. I ain't fished over there in a while. Maybe the redfish will bite over there when I get to it. Oh. Gary. Dang. We don't have. We got carp, but we can't catch them. And I seen looking through the water ones we do. You can see there's some parts. They're only about like that. They're 5-6 pounds maybe. I ain't really familiar with the weight of carp, so by the look of them, so. Bigfoot? We don't have Bigfoot around here. We got the Skunk Man, South Florida. No, you don't have no Bigfoot. I got a bunch of panthers around here. I got one in the yard. He runs out. I'll try to show you. Now, if it's not trying to maul me now. Now, if you hear a buttload of gunshots off camera now, or on camera, you see this motion, you hear a lot of firepower, a lot of firing away. There's something big. I brought it out tonight. And if I'm going to sleep now, I'm going to sleep with it. If I go out there to the place out here where you can camp and fish and all of that, I know a couple of y'all seen it out there in the backwoods. I do take firepower. I do apologize for your gunshots. They have some people out there can get rough. When I mean by rough, I do mean some people that's you guys, some of y'all heard the story. My neighbors behind me, they're a lawn care company too. The people right before them, not the guy that was the front, he was kind of an overseer of the place, I guess. It was his place, and a couple of people stayed on there. They killed 2 friends of mine. He was friends with everybody around here. They killed him and her, ate her. They killed him up here in the training field up here, the Navy place. I told you guys that I have up in the road. They killed him in the field there. They took them up to the fishing spot, way out there in the boonies, the backwoods. I was telling you. If I get to go by there, but down the river, you can't get back there. They close down the road. The the hunting clubs to the county owned the road, but a hunting club owned down to it so far. Then it opened up, and they made an agreement if the county didn't maintain it anymore, they can block off the road. So the county said, okay, they'll accept it, which you can go by boat and get off and go on. If I can get a glimpse of the spot, I'll show you guys. The hole's still there. It's only about that deep now. It was only about 2 foot. The guy, they folded it. They took him up there to that spot. They broke him in half and stuffed him in a hole. This dude was 6 foot something. They stuffed him in a hole. Nah, didn't even bury him up. The girl they over there they killed and done some stuff too. They ate her and all kinds of stuff. And so, Skeeter, what is going on? I try to watch your live today, but them ones that go in the comments that you have to click there, that don't have it like mine, they're rolling up the screen. My phone, I've tried to get into multiple people's. I tried every which way, being a member, not member, it don't matter. I tried to comment, like say hi and everything. Hey, Michael, and no, they live right there, so I brought bring firepower. I seen a bear out there. The Panthers. They say they ain't no Black Florida Panthers. They're lying. I've been less than 100 yards away from one. I've seen them. I've seen them right off the side of the road. You never know what you're gonna run into, especially a charging alligator or something. Not to really shoot it, to kind of scare it, to deter it, but anonymous. Yeah, I know what a meter is. That's pretty dang big. Yeah, my father-in-law, he was in Nicaragua down there, in El Salvador and stuff. They went down in big cages down there. They somebody slipped off in the water, catfish. Well, now they're kind of tall people, about 5 footish range. There's some tall ones and some short ones. Now the person with him, there. That was he told me about a little bit of it. It was pretty cool. Cats fighting. Yep. Y'all guys want to see some fire too? See, I got a little fire going. I just want to be able to read and see. Rude MTC, what is going on? Anybody want to see the fire again? Fire. Am I making y'all warm? I know some of y'all are pretty cold out there. Nah. Yeah, that's South Florida though. They ain't made it this far yet. And I'm gonna tell you, some parts of the Everglades down there, what they don't really mention, they got a perimeter. If anything makes it inside of there, that's not permitted, like really permitted. Like it's like a sanctuary. Anything that makes it in there is kind of protected. So on the outskirts they can catch and do that. I don't know what they pay for. What? Void, what's going on? I don't know. There's been some pretty big people down there. Catch, if you guys know who Catch 'em All Fishing is, I watch 402 all the time. And he's got a, I don't know if he's on here, but Flair. That's a real good channel. He's got some pretty neat animals. He owns a camel and stuff, and some beef turkey places and ducks and bucks. If you're listening to this, I'll sponsor you. He does gigging and stuff. You seen some of you guys watch 402? He catches some monster catfish. Of course, other stuff I'm not going to mention. Let's say some of it's for the boys. Yeah, could be for some for the ladies. Yeah. Yeah, the skin's where it's at. They say snake meat's pretty good. I'll try it. Anybody ever tried eel? I know a couple people that eat it. They want me to try it. I don't know. I won't try frog legs. I'll probably try eel first. I hear you. They say it tastes like chicken. Yeah, appreciate y'all for the likes and stuff and everybody chatting it up. Now, if you see me pause for a minute, I'll read the chat too. I like read chats now. It can get spicy if you know what I mean. Apologize for the smoke. Okay, there's the smoke. I can't eat frog. It bumps its ass. I'm sorry. I can't. I see people eat it. They say it's good and tender. It's just, I can't. I just can't do it. I tried beaver, I tried otter, I want to try possum, and I want to try coyote, and I want to try cat. I've tried deer, I've tried raccoon. I won't eat raccoon no more doing the facts I've found out. And so, if I have to, I would, but rabbit. I've tried turtle. I've tried shark. It's pretty good. Alligator, I enjoyed the shit out of it. I like the fresh better than the farm raised, but the farm raised is okay for the most part. Yeah, Santa probably does. Shit, I've had duck, I've had geese, I've had duck again. I didn't used to not really like duck, but I made me some. I deep fried it. They're like, no, 300, 350. I got it like at 400, and I put him in there. Oh, it was good. It was way better than that. I can't eat hot dogs. I don't eat mosquitoes. No, just kidding. Oh yeah, I'm no joke. I see them swimming. I see dinner plates. I want to go there. I ain't had rattlesnake. I've had wild hog, elk, bison. They wanted me to try some ox tongue. I've had skunk here. I've had skunk in the yard. I had one in a shed over there. He's still under there. And I've smelled him so much, the smell don't even bother me. You can just spray and I wouldn't even care. Hey, Tara. No, I'd go up north and hunt some big game. I know somebody. I told some of you about it. The guy out there near that place I just told you about. He owned an elk. I think he moved, and they might have been some more houses there. I think he moved to some bigger place to get his elk some more room. I've never had kangaroo. I've had Wagyu. I tried some Wagyu. They had some real fancy stuff down there at the market down there. Now I came from Australia and Australia Wagyu, and I sliced it up, salted it and stuff, just a little pepper, just leave the flavor of the Wagyu there. When I went over there to my mom, I said, "Here, try this." She always wanted to try it. She didn't know. Shit, deer. Yo, that's a misconception. Conception. I got 4 miles up the road from me. There's a church. There's a place next to it. The gentleman's dad that passed away, he owns it. He's got 2 twin bucks, 12 point. They had a little over a year and a half old. They were 12 point. They're beautiful. I seen them last year. They're in the 14, 15 point range now. They're just a massive body. They're only like 3 years old now. They're fucking huge. I've seen some pretty decent sized ones there. The only thing is the big ones like to hide. You guys know what a 404 404 M&M, I think. I can't remember. I know it's a 404. But a buddy of mine up there in Alabama, he was hunting. I was up there. She was visiting her dad, and my son was up there. He was visiting with him. He come up with the buck. This deer was old as shit. I'm sorry for the language. This deer's neck was literally bigger than a 5-gallon bucket. The base of his horns were like that. I know I switched to Alabama. He shot him at 400 yards through the neck. He used to be a sniper. He'd come up, brought him. He didn't want to ruin the meat because he showed me the caliber and everything. If you know what I'm talking about, it's a pretty decent sized bullet. The entry room was that big on one side. The other side was almost that big. And that's why he shoot him through ribs. He likes ribs and all of that. I got some steaks like that thick off one leg. One leg, quarter down just to leave it kind of whole. Just sat down in the cooler. I had to get the biggest cooler they make to put the leg down in one of the fronts. He didn't have the antlers on there, but he know which one it was. He had it on my camera a lot, but he wound up going down through, and when he was coming out, he was every bit of 6 years old or more. He didn't have hardly any teeth or nothing. I guess when he come out and it broke, he found both of them. It was a 15 point. The brown tine stuff and that all the way down. They were just there. Yeah. If I talk to him again, I'll get him to send me a picture. Terry, what's going on? No BS. What is going on? How you doing, Travis? Took me a minute to figure out which one you was. My bad. Which you guys' chat goes and goes and goes. Top of the morning. Yeah, I'll give you a little woo. Woo! I scared somebody over there. I guess she's coming out with something. Hello? I'm chatting and yeah, I hear you on that, man. It closer it gets to Christmas, more of a shit show that place gets. Walmart fun. If you ever been there, if you ever been there any time of the late night, you know what I'm talking about. You never know what you're gonna see. Oh, you was gonna tell fishing stories? You got different ones than I do. Ah, dang. Justice, you be quiet. One. What do you mean? Tell us some. I got so many. There's so many untold. Shit, let me think for a minute on that. I'll try to remember some. My memory's good some days it's not. You guys ever been camping on the side of a riverbank, close to the water's edge? And you got a bunch of people camping with you, so you get a little closer. You ever heard a damn beaver slap in the middle of the night because it smelled the smoke? Especially when you got catfish rods out over there, out there camping. The area that had the dead guy and I was just telling you guys about, we still camped there. We didn't care. It was the area we probably in before it crossed over to the road. Well, I think we had like 13 people with us. There was tents everywhere, kind of like what's behind big tents. The riverbank is kind of the ones that were closer. We were about 20 feet away. Now we pull in some catfish. We talked about 20-pound flathead and some blues and still that. So we was sitting out there. We got late at night. We was getting up and going in the morning. And got about to sleep. They had somebody kind of maintaining the fire. Because, like I said, the panthers and stuff, and they stayed up a little longer too. But we kind of left there and kept an eye on the fire. Didn't really want to go out. And I was getting up a few hours and going there, so we had around the clock. But sitting there sleeping, heard bow on the water. Bow! I'm like, what the hell was that? We all got up looking around. We got guns. Everybody in the camp's got a gun. Wow! We got the big spotlight out. Hooked up to the battery charge spotlight in the river. Big old beaver. Big old beaver. Wow! Slapped the water again. Beaver! 3 or 4 people shot it. It was right off riverbank. Let's just say he was good the next day. We was I tell you about one. My stepdad, my brother-in-laws, my half brothers, my other brothers, my sister, my mom, and some of their friends. We all sitting around a fire, decent sized fire. We all got these you know what folding chairs are and the plastic lawn chairs. We all sitting around. It's 34 degrees outside. My stepdad snuck off. We were telling some scary stories, making up some shit. But he goes, you guys ever heard of the Wampus Cat? Yeah, I've heard of it. Us knowing my stepdad, he always mentioned it as the Wampus Cat. He said it's this black kind of creature, big long fangs, big long claws, comes creeping out of the depths, you know, it's coming up. He said he'd come up the trees behind it, jump off, wow, and get you, you know, shit like that. He was sitting there. Everybody's interested. He's going on and on. So, well, I gotta go use the bathroom. He hides good 10 minutes. Well, we're like, man, no way, no way. I'm like, hey, he's gonna come run out of these bushes. I know it. They're like, shh, probably, but shh, don't run. I'm like, I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm just getting ready for it. Now his brother and his mama was there too. His mama was in her 80s. She didn't run. This lady, like, oh, that shotgun. She looked up. She was a little slower than that. He come creeping out the bushes. He said, the whoopers captain got you. Like that, and grabbed somebody. Everybody screamed and run a little bit. Come back, settle down, telling some more stories, hanging out, you know. We were sitting there, we were all there next to the fire, we're drinking some coffee and stuff. We were fixing to go to bed. We all relaxed and looking around. And when he disappeared again, he come barreling out. Deer's got a gun. Deer's got a gun. And he had some empty shotgun shells. He had them tucked in his hand where they're kind of like up like that. He went like, deer's got a gun, and tossed them in the fire. They were empty, I promise. They were empty. You ever seen somebody tip their chair backwards and their feet kicking in the air? Everybody flipped their chair. I rolled out of mine. I rolled off to the side. I went there. People run and jumped in the water off of this place. They were scattering. They were diving over the riverbank. It was funny. They were tearing out the tents. It was all over the place. They're like, oh God, I gotta go change, you know. Well, we didn't go to a creek. We didn't bring the shower stuff because they didn't really have it back then. And so they had to go in the river. The place that I went fishing at, that some of y'all seen, Webb's is what I call it. A real nice banquet when I was sitting in there. We down there, you gotta go off there, you can go around. While it wasn't as swift and the bank was out and it didn't drop down as much as it does now. I'll have to show you all guys some more. But it kind of slipped off and it wasn't as many logs and stuff. And they went, I had to go off in there swimming. This is in wintertime. You ever seen people in their underwear, take off, bolt, running, jump in the water, wash off, huddle up, leave their towel behind. No man, you not, they just hot, and they out of the water. Oh my God, it's cold. I'm like, I done had my bath. What do you done had? Took a bath. I done took a bath when the sun was out, suckers. Like I said, it's a big difference, sunlight to no light. But yeah, they like to froze until they got warm. What? I ain't cold. I'm not shivering. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna eat my food too. We used to have a blast at the past. Me and my brother got dropped off from my stepdad. Dropped somewhere off right before us. Got dropped off by the big pond I told you guys about where the alligator slide off in the water. If you guys want to know that one again, if you guys ain't heard it, let me know. But he dropped us off on another part of the lake that was on the side of the river. We watched some ducks land. and they swimming around and everything. We shot a couple. They floated over to us. I kept watching a squirrel over the top of the water. And now, mind you not, this is one of the alligators that ate the dogs down there. We had multiple of those. We were sitting next to the water. We were sitting up on a kind of log because the water was kind of right there. We slid out over it a little bit, over the water. This squirrel kept running up and down the tree. There's one tree now. We watched him 30 minutes. We got about tired of it. We were facing shooting. We got barking and all that. Kept looking over. I seen the water ripple a little bit. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, that puddled up. I'm trying to watch. Kind of got a little foggy out there. Starting to get dark. About that time, a 12-foot alligator come out of the water. Wham! Grabbed it. You ever seen Lake Placid? He jumped out of the water, snapped the limb with a squirrel on it, and went back under it. We scooted off the top over the water. We were over it, we were like, yeah. We sat over the top of the water. No more. We shot a couple more squirrels and some duck. After a while, the alligator come up, swam around a little bit. He went over here. There was three wood ducks and a gaddy. He come out wham. He got a couple of those too. My stepdad come down. He said, man, I heard that alligator hit that water. He didn't hunt too far away. Just out of shotgun range. He was over there. It wasn't so big, so. What do you mean, been worn? We wound up seeing him a couple more times. We went down there hunting and stuff. I want to go down to this big bass pond. I won't do it live because it's only a little narrow area. I want to go there during the summertime. I want to fish. I want to catch some of them bass. Dang. I don't like killer whales. You guys get mad. That's one thing I don't give a shit that dies off. I understand it there, but there's something about them that's not right. Does with everything else, but there's something about an apex predator in the water. I understand he's an apex predator and everything, but I got a mountain lion in the yard. Right past my tent, I had a garden. The pecan tree right there. Pecan tree right there she's been in. The pecan tree right there. She was out there the other day. I'm sitting 10 feet from my driveway. She's been on the other side of the driveway 4 times. 3 times when I was outside. Once I wasn't outside. I happened to see her. I got a 200-foot long driveway. I don't feel like pulling trash cans up. I got in the back of my car. Neat trick for you. Get somebody to drive you up the driveway, sit in the back of the car, hold on to the trash cans, let them pull you. Get them there faster. I got I got a guy I used to paint with. He's got a $350 fishing lure. He fishes in that big lake in Alabama. Big lake. Now this bass lure's like that. He got it hung. Now this is over there in Alabama. I think it was Gunnerville or somewhere. He was driving. Right, he's one of those pro bass fishermen. He very rarely catches anything on 3 to 5. And that lure's big enough where it only 8s, 9s, and 10s. He's showed me this 25-pound bass he's got, which they wouldn't kill him on breaker. They said they're only about 300 here, but who's going to cover every square inch of everywhere to actually know that that's many's here? Thompson sausage or Conecuh sausage. Conecuh, Alabama, off of Highway 65, they got a plant off in there. I'm wanting to exit right before exit 91. It's like 95. It's like right there. That big sausage plant. We get the sausage. They ship them all over down here. And I'm eating that with some bell peppers and grilled onions and mustard and mayonnaise. Yeah, but they're saying that's all of Florida. Enough from here to Tallahassee. Yeah, Tallahassee or Jacksonville. It's almost 300 miles. Roughly around close to 300 miles. It's roughly that size to the bottom too, so. You're telling me you're gonna walk every square inch of this place. That's a rough estimate. But now I've done seen the one in the yard, the one that's on one spot, they would call it Sandy. Well, I've had one up there near Kaiser's. I need to make a video there again. Didn't do Sandy. I've seen them there. I've seen them down the road. You didn't see that, did you? Okay. Sorry about this noise. If you understand, I apologize. If you recognize that sound, it's a 9mm. I got 19 rounds on my side right now. Don't mind me, folks. I'm next to fire. I'm gonna tuck this fire back up. Want to see something pretty cool? It's got a folding handle right here. It folds. It's a folding pocket knife. If you can hear the crackling beside me over there, I don't know what it is, but the last I just caught a glimpse of, It's pretty big and orange. I'm hoping it's my cat. They're pretty decent size. I got the chat in it. I apologize for the smoke. I'm gonna get my fire built back. I'm hoping it was my cat. I got an orange cat. But the size, I'm off camera, I'm sorry. The size of the orange thing I just seen was pretty large. I'm hoping it was my cat. I got a pretty large cat. Some of y'all seen it. It's about like that. A little bit, about the same size of a bobcat. It's got a tail, but it run right off over there. I'm hoping that was it. But what I caught a pretty good glimpse off coming through a little bit of light over there. It might have been it. The one around here is pretty frisky. Ooh. No, that's not my cat. I don't know what that is. But, oh. You want a camping tent? You're gonna be camping by yourself, or you're gonna be camping with somebody? You're gonna be camping with somebody or a bunch of people. Gonna be in the same tent. And the bigger the number size on the tent depends upon how comfortable you want to be. Now, if you just want to stay warm and in a tent, a 2-man tent, well, I got a 4-man tent right there, which comfortably it'll hold 4 people without roll call. I apologize for the smoke. If you see some eyes glowing behind me, let me know. You got them. No, right now. I'm gonna pour you camping fuel on you. I got some old camping fuel. I don't feel like fighting fire. I just don't put on her. I'm safe. I forgot where I was at. No. I usually hunt during the winter, so I really hunted during the fish during the winter. I have a very little bit camping, but nothing really to Wickerman. Oh. Dude, you don't know what people do around here. I'm hoping I can get over there to some catfishing spots. You ever watch somebody use a 10-pound flathead to catch an 80-pound flathead and shit? I was down there with my wife and my stepdad. No, we caught a couple 4-pound to 10-pound flathead. Nothing really. We didn't bring the boat or nothing. Wild hook. Sorry, folks. The wind started going out of the way. Just switching and stuff. I'm sorry. Get it. It's staying off in the wood floor. I'm still going to try to camp. I still can't. Yeah, it's going over towards the garden area now. Would you leave these people alone, fire, smoke? We was down there at the camping spot. And it's camping, boating, and fishing stuff. We was down there. We was catching some pretty decent size brim bluegill and stuff. It's catfish, bullhead, the yellow and the dark brown and stuff. We was down there. We caught our limit. I mean, for 2 people. Well, it's 3 people, but 2-person household over there. We watched the people roll up, and they were on sitting there like, "Yo, you guys want another flathead?" "Buddy, I'm gonna turn out a flathead." "Hell yeah." Which wound up being my half brother down there. He's like, "Yo, we fan. Here, I'll give you the little 10-pounder. Here's your 40. Well, what the hell are you gonna do with the 10? He goes, "I'll go back fishing with it in a minute." What the hell? He goes, "Oh yeah, we're fishing usually 20-pounders and stuff." Hitting on, they went over there, they tied them up to the tree, skinned them, cut them up, put them on hooks, drove back out, drove down to a special spot they had, threw the meat over so I'd come back, big old 80-pounders, big old motherfucker flathead, 20 minutes, wow, just like that. They'd come back. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, where's your secret spot at, you know? "Oh, I can't discuss that." I'm like, really? Riverfront, how's it going? Double A. Michael. Old Post Tail. I think we left out of there with a little over 90 fish that day. You can't fish like that no more. Everybody, they catch everything like minnows, eat everything. They got it where if you can put mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, and a little hot sauce, super deep fried, and eat the bones and all. Clean out the innards, of course, but they don't care. I'm like, really? If you guys watch my video of me fishing up underneath the bridge down there, I caught like 7 that day. There's more bass down there now. I really can't show too much down there, but the waterway, if you've seen the water, the land that was across there, they had a 13-foot alligator down there. My brother used to go over there. It had its nest and stuff. They had my brother and me go over there and look at it and stuff and fish. The little waterway, the little pathway it's made. If you see me, did a little logs off in the corner over there in my video. She made her a trail there, made her a big watering hole. We was down there fishing the other day. I caught I didn't show it on camera. She didn't want to put it on camera if I missed it. She didn't want to get me leaning down because I had to lean down the bank all the way up to there. I put it up like that. I wound up tossing back. I should put it on camera, but You can see it didn't flop in the water, but she was a big old 13-footer down there. She made that watering hole, and they wanted it. It used to be a little small runoff. She watered it all out. When the water's up there high there, it'll flow over into that little backwater area. Me and my nephew was down there fishing. Now we're catching 2-pound bass, a half-a-pound bass, and there. And I've almost caught the 5-pounder out of there. I didn't know they got much bigger than that. I'm throwing a 17-pound spider wire mono. It's a little stretchy. I have help pulling it there. I put 20 on there, but 17 is just enough. You got to give it a good tug to break. And my bass I got on my banner on YouTube is one of the ones I don't even give a shit. I just hoisted it up 10 foot and put it up there. But we was down there fishing. He had 20-pound braid on his little rod. A little rod's about the same size as mine. Oh yeah. And we was down there. We was flipping and stuff. I said flip up beneath the bridge, but it's not a very big spot. I had to show you guys. I was gonna put in a video from what I caught anything down there, but the water got low and everything left out. When it starts to go, I'll leave up that little creek spot. And he flipped over there. Now he had a little rattle trap, the blue and silver rattle traps. It was only $1. I figured he was only around 7. He throws pretty good. He's flipping down there. He's trying to learn his bass. He flipped up underneath the bridge. He went to reel and hard. I'm like, who the hell's shooting? I'm pushing down there. He's like, no, that was my line. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I seen a big white and green flash just come across the water with a black on it. Snapped my line. Is an alligator? Sorry, smoking, throat got dry. Sweet tea. And he's like there, he's like, is an alligator? I said, I don't know. Now there's a ditch thing, that little runoff thing I told you about. We were standing on the end of it. I said, I don't know. I tossed him up the bank. I said, I'll stay standing here. And he said, no, he didn't look too big. I said, I don't know. I'll watch over. Watch him. Where you can see the water line. There's a bluegill come across the water. Heard, seen some poof and hit it. I was like, that's a big bass. I tied me a little J hook, circle J hook on there. Put me a lunker log on there with a green pumpkin seed. I flipped my rod over. Now trailed it across. Seen some swipe. Like, oh, that might have been him. I'm gonna get him in for you, buddy. You missed him. He's got my rattle trap, and he has to have it. You know, he swiped at mine. I'm guessing it's him. And I flipped up underneath there, paddled out. I seen it again. Well, I accidentally threw it a little too far. That son of a bitch hit my line, turned, and snapped it. Wow! I have seen every bit of this. If he wasn't 15 pounds, he was a nothing. His mouth was every bit like that. I'm like, holy shit. That's almost as big as my head. I'm like, God bless America. Woo! You see that bass? I was like, woo! I high-fived him. We all, yeah! People stopped at the car. And one guy's like, got out. I was like, mind your own fucking business, asshole. He's like, oh, sorry, sir. I'm just making sure you're all right. We're good. He's like, what was it? I was like, a monster bass. He's like, no. I was like, hell yeah. He's like, no way. Oh my God. Holy shit. Which, I got him into bass fishing. I bought him some lures and there. He wanted a bait caster. I was like, I'll show you mine. I'll let you toss mine. I had one of the cheap ones. I didn't spend really no money on mine. The cheap ones work just as well as the expensive ones. If it breaks or something happens to it, I'm cool with it. I'm like, Okay. I said, it's in the thumb. I got my brakes set all the way, everything for you. I put them on the thing and he tossed out. I let him toss. I showed him how. I showed him. He got pretty good at. I bought him one for Christmas. I ain't got to see him use it. I don't talk to my older brother, so if he happens to come across me on YouTube, maybe he'll enjoy it. He's the one I told you guys about that enjoyed hunting with and stuff. What did I miss? Know a couple Navy SEAL snipers. I almost went into the Navy. Well, went into NJROTC. I was gonna trade over into the Army, not the Navy. Some old prick asshole went down there. He lied, spread rumors to the Master Chief there, and he wouldn't let me back in. So I beat him up after school, but it's okay. I seen one of the people I went to school with the other day. I look big. I'm healthy. That dude, nah, more power to him. Whatever he does, I'm not gonna make no thing. Yeah, appreciate it, Matt. I got family in there. My grandpa was in it. That's why I want to go for the Army. My grandpa fought World War I and II. My uncle's son was in some places over there. I'm not gonna reveal where, but he's had to do some shit. My wife's father-in-law, well, I guess if it made me my father-in-law, he done some shit. He said if he has to tell you, he had to kill you. And I want to live, so his his dad he was telling me some stories. His dad was a rocket scientist over there. He was done some stuff for the Navy and stuff. They wanted me to shoot. Nah. I thought about going into the Army, but I don't know. Shit happened. Yeah, nobody gives no shit to no vets. I'm I'm not one of those that's like, thank you for your service. I know you guys been through stuff. I don't want to bring it up. Some people's got PTSD on that, and that's something there. I'll just let it go. So I'm not being rude if I see you or know you're a vet. I'm not being rude. I just don't want to trigger nothing. I know some shit gets rough over here. Even my cousin, he's caught. You never know. Scotty, you need to do some wood carving stuff. Come on, man. Happy birthday! Welcome back, Lisa. My fucking chat phrase. Probably got from language. I get coffee out of this. I'm sorry. Happy birthday! I've had a bear in the yard. Oh, you talking about that Cocaine Bear movie? You know that was based on a true movie. I actually know somebody knows someone like that. Oh, double A. Appreciate that. Uh, anybody that heard my live the other day? Angry Toad. No, I can get pretty rowdy. Marco knows that. Woo! I can't really do it too loud. I am on the. Hey, nobody, welcome in. I'll put my big chunk on there. Woo! That good? I can't. I could do it louder, but oh, I got two whiner babies of a neighbor. One's asshole's from Canada, it's a thief, and the other one's a dog thief and an old ass bitch. I apologize for my language. There's any kids on there, but one ain't lived there 4 days next to you and steals something out of your yard and comes over and steals something else. You're a piece of shit in my book. Especially when you can't even knock on your neighbor's door and hey, how you doing? Well, I don't give a shit if he does it or not, but I had a dog over here, the old bitch up front. She stole him for several years and he wound up getting out and finding his way back to the original owner. She's just holy shit. Hey man, I got your dog. I said I ain't had that dog since 2 days after you gave him to me. The lady wound up having to move when her family got sick and stuff. Yeah, nobody really. I'll recognize you. Chat's moving there too, so. My beard's not as long. I had to trim it up. I got tired of having a constant damn brush that thing. I trimmed mine. No, I really did trim mine up. You need help growing a handlebar mustache? I grow mine naturally. You know how they all do that beeswax stuff? I don't have to. Mine will just grow naturally. I got one of them old fighting style boxers in me. Viking. I got all kinds of stuff in me. It's pretty cool. I'll just put it this way. I got family all over the world. That's pretty cool. I've done that ancestor thing and done that. I got family from all over the place. Australia, Africa, all over the United States. I got it in Russia. I got it in Finland. Just everywhere. Blackbeard the pirate. The real rough pirate. He's family. I got a lot of Viking. Oh, me? Oh, yeah, I can be grumpy. Oh, I can. I really can. No, not me. No, sir. I cut my own hair. She does now. I'm growing it out. If you see me with long curly hair, curls, mind your business. No, I'm just kidding. I like my hair to grow out. You can tell it's a little curly. It'll grow like big, nice looking locks. Look sexier than Fabio, just put it that way. And I already do, so. I got a fire. I'm at 35 now. I got a fire. Now, honest to God, I'm not cold. I just got the fire because of the panther that just came through. Right, I got another tent set up off over in the darkness right over there. If you see my pecan tree, see the lighting, see the White House back there? If you can see the White House, it came through right there. She's walking in the bushes behind me. She's hoping I'll put out the fire, turn off the light. Most animals don't like the fire. If you in a life and death situation with something big going to attack you, and you got fire, if it burns your hand, use a non-dominant hand to grab the fire log. If you can get a piece that ain't got there, wait till it goes to bite you and ram it in its mouth. Fire tips with burning shit with Jay. Hey, Double A, you still on here? I'll let you tell them. Hey, everybody, watch out. If Double A's still in here, I'll let him tell you. Or Karen, if she's still in here. Trapper, one of them. I know Sandy might know, but I don't know if she's in here. I'm dressed up as Santa. I know some kids that my brother-in-law was dating their mama. They had some problems. I stepped up and dressed as Santa. Was trying to show my mother-in-law, like, mess around and not act like, Santa's here, like, hey, do I look convincing enough to put on a suit? And I didn't know there was two little kids in there. They fucking lit up like a globe. They fucking sparkled like a disco ball. You ever heard a kid shriek? My kids shriek. A lot of them kids shriek louder than they did. And mine could blow eardrums from like a damn mile away. They lit up like the 4th of July. That was like firecrackers going off. Oh my God, it's Santa! Woo! I froze for a second. I got that look. Like, Santa, your cheeks are a little thin. I'm like, they are? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just waiting on my milk and cookies. Now, Santa's lactose free. If you wouldn't mind making that, Santa will bring you some presents and stuff. They got him all kinds of stuff. Okay. He was shrieking, running, just like he gave him sugar and coffee at the same time. You ever seen Over the Hedge? Shit. The squirrel. Damn. He's like my super favorite. These kids were like that. They were wired like 660. They're all, whoa. Tell Santa, what made you come and visit us? I was like, shit. Think on my feet. Hurry up. And I look down. I said, mine is Santa. Santa sits down. He's a little tired from speeding down here with his reindeer. We want to see your reindeer. I said, no, Santa, I had to make them disappear, so this is just a special visit to y'all, Can you give us a ho, ho, ho? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. They all, oh. And they're like, can we tell you what we want for Christmas? I said, sure. I said, you sit right here on the table and you tell Santa. Well, Santa's going to sit down because Santa's growing his belly, He's trying to... One of them had a back brace. They were just lit up. I want this and that. And... Oh, yeah. That's a great movie. I can't remember. Hammy. That's his damn name. Hammy. I like that damn squirrel. Reminds me of me sometimes. Sammy? Nah. No, I don't live in a cave. I live under a fucking rock. That's just fuck you on it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I got a cactus for you and they need me to toss it to you. You ever seen somebody? Everybody, you seen them old, really old YouTube things where they do dumb shit. They dive off in the cactus. Well, I watched one guy. I was gonna do it. He walked by. I know a couple people. He walked by and he slid a damn cactus in somebody's pocket. He's like, I got your phone," and he didn't. He fucking there. He pulled out a cat. I want to do that to somebody. Yeah, Trapper's the resident. I'm gonna. I want to do. I ain't done Santa in a year or two, and I got a little one in there. It's just. I got a plastic one that stands up in there and it sings and stuff. She's terrified of it, so I want to see how she reacts. But she sees it sometimes. It freaking blows your eardrums. Yeah, them kids, man, they lit up like the 4th of July. They're like, wow, yeah, woo. I said, well, Santa's gonna go back up to the North Pole. Well, we're gonna watch you. You can't watch Santa. I said, I made a special visit just for you two. You can't say nothing. Their their mama and her mom and them, they they all enjoyed it. I think they kind of believed it was myself. My wife walked in behind me. I was gonna get her a Mrs. Claus costume. Oh yeah, have fun. Yeah, much. Yeah. Now that corn thing was just kind of funny because you always went much. Oh yeah, I can get to it. I can get with it. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. That's a tick I got. Hey PA, how you been? That bridge I was down there fishing at with them bass. I was little now. My brother, my sister, and all them. We wanted to swim, which took it branches off. It's a river, but it branches off into a creek. Now it got real shallow. If you walk around back up in there, you can walk back a half mile or so, and it shallowed off to a creek. Big old concrete looking rock. I mean, massive. These 5 kids stood on the back of this concrete rock, jumping off of it, climbing on it, woo diving. It's got a kind of deep in a spot. You can dive off and not really dive, belly flop kind of spot. Swimming, playing. It's almost 100 degrees here, and we all hopping and moving. We went got out. We went doing some cat fishing down there. We still brim fish and stuff. We uh we stayed down there for a little while, and we're gonna go back the next day. Why not? We're gonna go back down there and do some catfish and stuff. Okay. Well, we went to go dive off this rock. We marked the spot because we found a spot that's got the rock and it's fun. The rock wasn't there the next day. It wasn't. We walked another half mile up and walked half mile back to the spot, looked around. We made sure the marker and everything was the marker we put up. It wasn't there no more. No joke. We wind up seeing it. It was an alligator snapping turtle. It was one of the largest one I've seen. You know how they come up out of the water, hold it this big? They're there. Them are young. This thing had the head on him over a size, like literally. It was massive. We were all standing on its back. How the hell we didn't get our toes bit off? We don't know. But we had fun the day there. We came back a couple of weeks later and it was up in that spot. We wound up jumping off of it again. You didn't hear that. But yeah, no, we did. We really did. Sweet tea. You hear it sound? I try. I try. I might run out of some, but hopefully I can make some more, you know. I've had a couple rabbit in the yard. But the neatest thing I've had in the yard was the 8-point and the 4 does on the fawn. No joke. I'm almost sitting where the spot it was. They were eating the leaves off my pecan tree. I pulled up. It was 6 years ago. I pulled up at the first part of the driveway. I pulled over park because I seen something. I thought it was somebody. And I watched. I said, that's an 8-point. I'm like, holy shit, no way, hell yeah. Woo! At the truck, I got my son. Now, I've took him spotlighting. If you guys don't know what spotlighting is, it's where you can take no firearm of any kind, even if it's a knife, a bullet, or a gun, no matter if they're separated or what. You can shine for them and look. When he was down there, my son, he was around 3. I said, hey, I see something. What, Daddy, what? I said, look, so carefully. Ate back to the truck and turned it just a little bit. The buck looked down, leaned on the grass and grabbed some grass. He's like, that's a buck, Daddy. Where's your shotty at? I took him with it. I'm like, what do you mean, where's my shotty? I said, Daddy, I'm not going to shoot that in the yard. I said, this is cool. I mean, how many people in this area has got deer in it, you know? It could be a few, but I know a couple of people up the road that does, but I'm like I said, I'm right here almost on Highway 90, and this is pretty main traffic road, which they cut down the woods they were in, but I said, look at him doe. Oh, ain't they pretty? And then the little fawn walked out. Oh my God. We watched him for 2 hours in the truck. Oh my God. Woo. I'm like, okay. I said, we watched for him, which we didn't know he wasn't coming all the way up. I got a couple peach trees and stuff in the yard. Plum tree. They were down here eating the plums off the plum tree and the peaches off the peach tree. We couldn't see him from where we was at. And so I said, I'll tell you what, I went out there and bought a bag of corn, deer corn, which is not good for deer, come to find out. I'll tell you about it. We poured it out. We sat out there and watched, waited and everything. Won't come out. Nighttime, try to sit out there, hide. I got camo up. Just, I'll sit down. I'm like, will never come out. To spot them in the backyard, they were sleeping in it. The 8-point, the doe, and the yearling. They had another group of them that was off in the back. You ever seen a bedding area of a deer? It's pretty cool. That's one of the best things I've had in the yard. I've had gopher turtle here, stuff like that, but no, I ain't never spotlighted. We've been through the woods. I want to try to find the footage. I got some card. I want to try to pull some videos up. I went spotlighting with my son. There's 10-point in there. There's over 120 doe in one spot. Fawns, rabbits, turkeys, turtle. It's just a buttload of stuff through there. The spot was just lit up. Then somebody got down there and they got down there speeding and running a bunch of it over, shooting out the window and stuff. And I'm like, dang. Chocolate milk. As long as it's lactose free, I'm fine with it, or lactose medicine. I don't know who you're talking to, but we've had one down there spotlighting. My stepdad with me, my wife, my son, was riding in the back seat with him, spotlighting out. I won't come across the 10-point. It's like that far off the road. He goes, I stepped up. Look at that big buck. Now, right out there, he unfortunately know the F word. Look at that big fucking deer. Look at that big fucking deer. Daddy, look at that big deer. For 20 minutes, I rode down the road looking at another deer with him. Daddy, you see that big fucking deer? Yes, son, I seen the big deer. Daddy, are you sure? Yes, son, I'm positive. Can you stop saying the F word? Okay, big fuck. Here's 20 more minutes. I'm like, we're going home. If you can't stop, you stopped. 10 more minutes after that. Seen a couple turkeys, seen a couple hogs. He goes, drive it by the bucks in the middle of the road. Daddy, look at that big fucking deer. I'm like, son, no more, no more. I've heard of piebald deer, but they might call them something different, but no. I've seen white deer if you're something you're talking about. We got shrub buck around here and shrub dove. They're a miniature spot of the deer, which could be the blacktail we got around here, which I know a place that's got a whole mess of them. No, I haven't. Do you know how to make a gorilla stew? Oh yeah, I've got it there. I'm driving down that spot out there. I've got it on camera, which I don't have the phone. It was on that phone. I wish I had my SIMS card in it, but I seen an all completely black doe. She is every bit of 4 years old, completely jet black. None of her face, none of her body. She was all black. That was one of the neat things I've seen. I've seen a wild pack of bull roes. I've seen what's just donkey. I've seen a grizzly bear swim the Chattanooga River from Georgia into Alabama. They, if you're not familiar with the water, one side is like really deep, one spot, but one spot is like really shallow. And it's got, hey, when I say turtles, shit, they ain't 1,000 down there at one time. They ain't nothing. It's just loaded right there. I know the guy. I bought the John boat I got. I've been fixing it up. It's got the dents in the river from there. He hauled out some big catfish. Are you hearing me? Me hearing? Just my face and my legs. Barnes got some hair on it. I got tattoos. No, I don't have no chest hair. Someone's got a little hair on it. I apologize for the live the other day. If you know what I'm talking about, me getting up, my shirt rising. Yeah, I got a. Okay. I hear you. I just read the chat. I was yakking and reading on. I'm only getting some of it now. I'm thinking about getting another. I'm fixing to do me another tattoo in a couple days if my needles come in. No, before you. No, I don't have no chest hair. Macaroni and cheese with the chicken strips. seen that. I'm going to go get me some more small firewood. Just a second. I'm not going far. Oh, I'm just kidding. You just got it done. My stepdad had done that. Breaking pecan wood. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with. I'm lying. Thanksgiving and Christmas, the only leftovers I eat. Unless it's alligator. Anybody ever had alligator spaghetti? Hit me, baby, one more time. No. No, I think, what's his face? Justin Bieber's trying to be, like that. I think he's trying to outshine her in his ways. JoJo Siwa, whoever they are. I really don't know. Pork down here, Trapper? I can buy a goddamn T-bone cheaper than I can buy pork. I can buy 3 T-bones for the price of one thin, small, regular pork chop. I bought a tomahawk steak cheaper than I bought fucking pork chops. I bought steaks, no normal size T-bones, porterhouses too, for $14, and the others will wind up being $20 to $30 for pork chops. Now your places may be cheaper, but some of them's not. Oh, I bought 2 monster size porterhouse T-bones, 2 inches thick. I had somebody come over for me, and was supposed to get something off my table, but they wound up going and snooping through my freezer, and they took my 2 porterhouse T-bones, and I come home to cook them. I was pissed. I know, Karen. You sit there. Oh, I've made other types of spaghetti. I made a nulli sausage, and a nulli sausage and stuff. Yeah. The only thing good about chicken is you can cook most meats most different ways, but chicken's got the most variety of ways to cook it. Even though I mostly deep fry mine, but that warm you up, Tara, before you get warm up underneath the blanket. I got a piece of my fire pit off the porch. What's going on, lad? What are you barking at? You usually don't bark unless it's an animal. I got a dog across the street. He don't bark unless it... Sorry about the dogs barking, but They're kind of a warning system around over here. Sometimes it could be false, sometimes it could be good. Some still walk around. Yeah, I just want to do that. DoorDash. I prefer the colder weather. I've hunted up here in Alabama with my wife and my father-in-law's place. We went up there, it was almost 60, around 65. That night got around 32. The next night was supposed to drop. It dropped down to around 32 at nightfall. It was 14 degrees and up there at the time. The time it got full sun, it was 10. We walked into the woods. I was watching her off camera. Right there behind my thing. I got stuff blocking me back there too, so if I hear a bunch of crashing through some bushes, I don't know if she's coming. No, but I got a barn type thing back there. No, I was up there and it sucked the water, icicles out of the ground like that. It was neat. I got some pictures of it, some streams up there. I'm gonna make a video on my how far to town to me. I'm in the town. It's a small town, but it used to be real small. It used to be like a couple houses across the street. It used to be the Winn-Dixie, a church, and all tree lines, and Walmart used to be way out over that way, and tree lines there. We've actually hunted places around here. We didn't even have to go far to hunt, really. The little creek, I'll put a video out if I can get it re-edited. I got one I wanted to delete, but I'll make another one if I can catch some fish down there, or just show it. I've hunted down there. That's where I've caught my big bass at. I used to hunt down there. Big squirrel, deer down there. That's where that guy got eaten by that alligator down there. But I know what I was saying about the pond. I want to go fish at during the summertime. I don't want to go during the winter because the leaves and shit, and it's only a little small area, and I don't want to be slipping and sliding on the leaves and wet leaves and shit. It's a rock quarry. Or the smallest bass I've seen here is that big, about that big around. They're butterballs. They're eating anywhere from goldfish down there like that. There's goldfish in there, all different colors in there. The bass are huge. But I want to show you guys the alligator population in one pond. I'm hoping it's still legal to go if I go a certain way, but I gotta walk through a bunch of woods. But I'm hoping to cut it so I can go back there easily. I want to show you the alligator population there. I want to throw something out there for you. Let's show you guys. Right there, there's the island left. I'm wanting to stand there the whole time now, but I figured you guys want to see some alligators. The pier, I've had the spot, that little light right there. I've counted 42 alligators in it. But the waterway, if you watch one of my videos, it's the one with bacon in it. Underneath the dock, there's one alligator there. But if you go out there at night, which they close down, but if they open it back up to nighttime fishing during the summer, I'll take my light out there with me and shine around. At a good point of night, the alligators are everywhere. I say everywhere. I mean, there's like a butt ton of them. You pretty much can hardly throw without hitting one or scaring one. I want to go there, and I want to go up to the little it's a river inlets. They got different portion names for it. That's Little Simpson. I want to go travel a bit. I got some little inlets there. I want to fish. I want to see it. I want to see if anybody's touched that right before it gets into Big Simpson. I want to catch I caught some nice flatheads there. 30, 40 pounder. A big old beast. I'm hoping I can get. Decided not to get a kayak. I want to get a boat so I can get to these flathead spots. That spot up there on the river, the dam we call it. It's over near the power plant. Ours is not affected. Our river is not affected by it. I want to get over there and fish. I want to pull in some of the big boys right there. 40 foot straight down. Normal. If you guys ever see my a Zepco 33 and a 1/4 ounce leader with a bite on, straight down with a worm. Bring 20-pound flathead straight up. Oh man, that flathead's good. She stopped moving. I want to shoot it into that shed. Oh, you talking to Grumpy Vet. I'm not going to comment on that. I do too, but I ain't going to mention that. But anyways. Oh, versus 12 gauge. Sorry. No, I didn't bring my 12 gauge out. I know you didn't know about that, but Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I wasn't gonna read that aloud. Ain't gonna text easy. Oh, I know she's over there. I can still hear her. I can walk in the dark with me. No, she's over there. I got two coons right over there. I just seen them coming down the tree. Maybe she'll eat them. I got about 40 coons around here. They cut down a lot of the trees. Smoke the plank, motherfucker. Your whole shiver me timbers up. Wee! Anybody ever seen Norbit? If you know what I'm talking about. Well, ho! Oh. Brandon, what's going on? Trying to chat. Trying to chat. Keep up. Same time. What up, Dano? I don't need the Rizzler app the other day, man. I am the Rizzler. I know. I know you are, Dana. I don't need the Rizzle app. I got it right here. I'm just kidding. My wife knows. Uh, did anybody mention what I was talking about earlier? Hey, Trapper, did y'all mention the secret I told y'all the other day? I meant for somebody to say I was gonna let somebody spoil it. Karen, you still in here? You want to tell them? Or you, Trapper? Go ahead. I'll let you tell him, Trapper. Trapper's a grandpa too. You want to tell him the secret that I told y'all the other day? Well, Michael got it too. I know he was in there. Now, if you see glowing eyes come over the top of the tent, we'll we'll find out how fast my trigger finger is. There you go. Anybody want to know? There you go. Oh yeah, that'll make 6. If anybody knows, it's 6. I ain't smoked a cigar in a while. I ain't smoked and dipped or smoked a cigar in a while. It's been about 12 years since that. Sometimes I miss it, sometimes I don't. Thunder. Dang it. I got a brush pile behind my husband. Yeah, 6-pack. And Duke City asked me the other day, he's like, you you don't got cable TV? No, I honestly I don't. But no. Appreciate it. Woo! Charming, square jaw, good looks, beard. No, I'm just kidding. No. I appreciate it. I figured I'd let somebody spoil it. Karen guessed it the other day. I don't know if Duke City would wind up it. I know Double A was there. I got a kind of a weird request. There's a gentleman online. It's at Jonathan Judd, JOTHANJUD. If you visit his channel and give him a sub, he's trying to reach 500. He's got, uh, I've noticed, but yes, I do. Somebody was mentioning in a comment what a rubber was, if you catch my drift. I don't know what one is. I know what one is, but I I've been married for 14 years, so they're about all evenly spaced. So, Ooh, wasn't it great? My grandpa, he had like 60 kids. I ain't trying to catch him now. Yeah, yeah, Grumpy knows. Trapper knows. Mark knows. Uh, no, he's a real nice guy. I think he's got autism. I'm not. I'm speaking. I got autism too. If you didn't know that, if you got a problem with it, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, fuck you. I don't care. No, if I sound weird or something on video or whatever, or repeat myself, that's why. My grand, I call her my grandma. Mama's real mom. She was a piece of shit. No offense to if you're watching this, y'all know who you are. If you're not commenting, if you watch this, but she kind of abandoned my mother and her siblings and stuff like that. I was told so. He didn't believe in watching TV, and he was a mechanic and some other stuff. So he rather had some fun. So we'll call it fun time. He 13 with my grandma that I know of. Couple in Alabama. Couple up north. Couple here, couple there. My stepbrother, we was camping down there on that one thing. This part of the one where we was down there camping with the beaver and stuff. He got lost on the little roadway. He screamed for an hour. We're hollering, not loud enough to scare everybody away, but hey, we're over here. An hour and a half. He come out crying. I'm like, really? I got people in family in Ireland. Hey, I got people in West Virginia, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Tennessee, Georgia. I got family everywhere. I got a couple people in Australia. I couldn't move to Kentucky. Kentucky's like doing the um, the thing in there about everybody's related to me up there. The whole fucking state's like orange. You might zoom in, there's like a little speck here and a little speck there, which it's all forest in that area. So West Virginia's almost like that. North Carolina's portions. It's everywhere, man. No, I used to lift weights. I was more of a runner. Don't get me wrong, I'm strong as fuck, but I used to be fast as hell too. I still am, don't get me wrong. Labadoo, welcome in. Nah, I don't pick shit up, put it down. Oh. I'm just trying to avoid the smoke. It's not on my face, I just don't want it in there. I pick shit up and put them down. Pick shit up and put them down. Sometimes shit don't work out. I watch the jungle getting divorced. What Drew said. Not getting a divorce. Okay. No. You be looking for all the women if you got divorced. I won't go into that. One of the ways I know something's out here that I've noticed is when something big's out here, my ducks usually quack through the night when there's nothing around. But if whatever's out active, they'll be quiet. And they're quiet. Trust your animals. That's another good tip for people. Trust your animals. The best guard dog is a goose, a Rottweiler, a pit, a Chihuahua, and a donkey. Whatever order you can get, but I just got 6 kids. Wife, I got a bunch of family. Yeah, donkey. I got a funny story for you. There's a guy that does taxidermy. Was another real big one out there. He taxidermies rattlesnakes, just animals and stuff. He won't taxidermy no dog or no cat for nobody, even though it's a family pet. He said it's just too creepy. He said he'll do a human if he was allowed to, but I'm like, shit, I'd like to be stuffed. Be stood there stuffed like this, you know. Had the gun closed all the time. Somebody walked through the door, I had my gun, just taxidermy my fingers. I'm just kidding. No, I mowed his yard. I mow for a living. And he was out there on 2.5 acres. He had a donkey across the road, a pack of sheep in one spot, and some cows on the back fence. Now his grass was like this high, and the cows, they mowed their grass like really low. And the sheep did too. And he told my brother, don't get too close to that fence now. Them sheep are horny. Them cows, I've seen them do crazy stuff. They killed a man. They actually trampled a guy once, killed him. He says, but they like to wait till your lawnmower's close and reach out and get a bite of you. Hey, Chihuahua, I have to own a lot of Chihuahuas. I'm gonna camp in my yard, in my front yard. You're like, you're crazy. I'm just as wild as the woods are. I got coons, possum, raccoons, foxes, bear, panther. I've had a bear in the yard right up there and stuff like that. But no, he's like, my brother got the mowing. He mowed the center of the yard. I usually start on the perimeter, then go to the center around some stuff. He mowed and mowed and mowed. He liked to burn out of gas, out of a 5-gallon gas can. That's a lot of gas and already a full mower. Even mowing just so as possible. What are you doing? I bought the twin acid. The one I was just talking to earlier. What are you doing? Well, I'm scared of the goats and the cows. They're gonna bite me and might try to molest me or something. I was like, man, it was a joke. Oh, really? He got them on closer and gotten closer. He was about that far. I said, oh God, it jumped over the fence. There comes that sheep. You know what it's gonna do? I got to laugh. I couldn't finish. I got it there. I'm like, I'm rolling in grass on the ground. I'm laughing. I'm getting wet. The ground was kind of wet. We laugh. I'm laughing. He looked over and the sheep was in the yard. It was eating grass. He fucking jumped off the mower. And the mower went down. He done locked himself in the truck, rolled up the windows and everything. And he's got his face like, is he really going to? He's not going to. Come on. Get out of the thing. I said, look, here. I went down, I grabbed me a ball of grass, I tossed it over the fence, grabbed the sheep, put him back over. I said, see, he won't fuck you in your ass. I said, that donkey will. I said, but the sheep won't, the cow won't bite you. I said, here, look, I'll get the cows away the fence. I grabbed me a big old thing over, grab a couple things, throw it over the fence. They're not out here. They're sleeping inside. Mama said, no, sleeping outside. One of them's got school, and the other one, he's a gamer, I guess. And the other ones, they wanted to, but oh yeah, I know Trapper. The VR was on here. Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We sitting here. What the last live I done? She was off over that way. She didn't make. She's not making a noise tonight. She come through the light and she's right there behind my duck and chicken pen. She don't mess with them. I got them in a pretty tough pen. Not tough enough for her not to break into, but slow them down. But no, she don't let them out. No, I chucked the grass over. Now one of them didn't eat. It was off in the back pasture. That cow comes sneaking up. He was riding along. He stopped him over. He's filling it up. He had his back turned to the fence. He went behind him. I lost the rest of the gas in the gas can. He fucking dumped it out. Tripped over the mower. He went running off through the yard. I'm like, really? Every time I got to the gas, it was dumped out. I apologize, y'all, for the dogs barking if you can hear them. You ain't telling me it either sound like a baby and a woman or like a far off, it's fucking eerie. It's one of the eeriest sounds you can hear, literally. I've slept in the woods, so I'll sleep out here all night. I got me a blanket coming, a sleeping bag. It's rated for 50 degrees, which is below that. If it get too cold, even with a heater, I got a jumpsuit there rated for super cold. I might just slide it on. Yeah, I've had a bobcat in the yard. I've had one come through. Thank God I ain't running to the bear though. I got something that's making a rub on a tree on the back side of the property. No, I didn't jump in the truck. I got a mower that's right over there. I got a lot of stuff inside out, which I'm not going to show you. No, I got I could just see the boat, the mower and stuff. My kids and stuff over there. Remember I was talking to y'all? I bought them. I'm sitting up beneath my pecan trees. The mower and stuff are the stuff over there. The stuff I just showed you. The yellow mower that's sitting there, and she was right behind it. Now I'm only 10 feet away from my driveway, which is only 6 foot wide, just wide enough for the truck. She was right there. I went to walk closer to the truck talking to y'all, and she went like that, and I moved like that with y'all. I was turning, she seen me move, and she darted off into the area, which I had a lot of light, so I know she'd think I was fixing to shoot her or something, but I didn't run. I sped walked off that way. I sped walked to the house. I kept y'all on to right then. The pecan tree that's right here, if you guys can see it. She's been in that tree 4 or 5 times. I know, because the driveway I just showed y'all, it's like right there next to it too. She's like right fucking there. She was slightly. Yeah, Jonathan, I am. Hey, Jonathan, can you post your thing on there with your at Jonathan thing? Your YouTube handle, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna camp in my front yard. I'll try to most of the night. If I have to get it alongside. I'm in Florida, which I told you that the other day. Some great game calls. I can do duck. I can do squirrel, cow, a couple other things. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I really am strapping tonight. If you catch my drift, strapping. I got 19 rounds on me right now, and if you didn't see it earlier, it's pretty cool. It's a folding knife. It's a kind of a Bowie style. It's a Pakistani style sword. Stainless. It's from Pakistan. It's trying to get the wood grain. It's got a brown wood stain with a brass finish and a brass knob. You push this down, it'll close. I'm not gonna let it close, man. It's still kind of comfy. You only need to chop something small. That's not a knife. That's a fucking knife. 19 sounds of what? Oh, I can do several different sounds. Somewhat of a turkey, squirrel, stuff like that. I can't do no horse or no elephant. Can I get a? Oh yeah. Which one? I've called ducking from across the pond. You ever heard them cowboys whistle for the horse? The Oh, 9 millimeter. It's a Taurus G3. It's tan and green. It's concealed. I've had bear right over there. I don't know what kind it was. It's probably just a black bear. Mine, 500 Smith and Weston or 460 Casull, shit like that. Some big shit. I ain't got one yet, but I want one. I want something when I shoot. If they shoot somebody, I can shoot through the fucking refrigerator and hit them on the other side, down the hall through the other side of the thing. I want to get. I'm thinking about getting me that 50 BMG down there at the place. Uh, I'm I'm hoping to gather up the money and do that. And they got a 50 BMG. They usually do a deal down there. It's 10,000 rounds with the 50 BMG for like so much. Like I don't know. They had a different prices a couple times. How cold is it here? It's in the 30s. 44 Magnum. That's pretty good. Uh, I run. I don't run hollow point. I run full metal jacket. And when the fire hits, I want one of them 450. Guy showed me that's 450. That's 500 Smith and Wesson. I'm looking at a couple. I got a 45 Skags or some shit. It's a weird name. It's hard for me to pronounce. It's 45 ACP. My brother's shot is 45 long Colt. It's not a 45 Ruger. He calls it a Colt. It's a Ruger. No, I don't have no coat on. I got a, I say a fire, but the fire is not for me. The fire is for the animal that's right there. I'll pick up the metal thing and yeet it on its head. It's they got to put an exclamation point, whether in your location. Ozarks, welcome in. Crickets in the background. Uh, Whippoorwill. I love the sound of a whippoorwill. You hear them off down there. You can hear them all on down the river. They got mistaken them for some things. We got some, but they're hard to find down South Florida, I guess. I I'm not really I'm not really cold. I got a panther in the yard. You probably heard me say it, but I, I got a 9 millimeter and a big giant ass knife. I got another one in my pocket, and I got my little one. It's a Bear Grylls knife. I got another foldable running right there. I got several machetes laying around the yard. If I start blasting, and it gets that 19 round, by the time I get them first few shots off, I got more firepower coming. Trust me, I got more. I got more than that. I got 3 or 4 more clips to the 9 millimeter. Two for my 45. Uh, a bunch of 308 rounds. A little over 150 for my shotgun. My 12 gauges. About 40 for my 20 gauge. I really don't shoot my 20 gauge anymore. Altogether, I got about 400 rounds of each. That's not including 200 round from a 9mm, not including the other 200 rounds from a 45. I've only ever shot in either of them. Uh, no, no, I ain't drunk no coffee. I want to. I like to drink the instant. Uh, uh, it's got a flavor I've always drank with. Um, I've always drank out in there. Instead of bringing a pot now to sip it, you just dump it in there. Put whatever that. Nostalgia reasons, really. Three hundred win bag. I shoot 308. I've shot 30-30. I wish I can get my hands on my 30-30 bat, but oh yeah. Like I said, if I start blasting my mind, the more is going to be coming out the door. I'm not too far from the front door. Fire at will. No, they'll come out. I usually do all headshots anyways. Yeah, I was shooting some squirrels a couple of months ago on right right at the beginning of uh, the cooled off weather around the yard, shooting me some squirrels, some gray squirrels. I'll be right back just a second. I'm not gonna fully show it, but as you see, there's supposed to be a scope here. It's just an airsoft gun. It's not a gun. I lied. It's a pellet rifle. It's a 17. It was a Ruger 1.7 millimeter caliber. The scope mount system on it didn't ever work right. I set out a couple times and set up a target a little ways away, and I figured out on the thing, if you look down, there's a certain point on the gun that's got a groove on it. I got it kind of a notch in it. If I hit that, put that notch on a squirrel from 30, 40 yards away in the yard, up the tree, I'd be standing way off. Just put it on. I don't even have to have a sight. Oh, Jonathan, I am warm. I shot. I shot it. The gun don't even work right no more. Me and my kids we shot us 14 squirrels with it in the yard this year. I did, and then I made sure they were dead. I'll let them walk up there with it and shoot them. I wasn't too far away. They were already dead. I just let them reshoot it. Just how they kind of twitch a little bit. I just made them let them shoot it. They shot it. They're like, "Dang, Daddy, you're shooting them out the top of the pecan tree standing over there. You ain't got no sight on it," which I proved. If you could see that, I didn't have no sight. I honestly don't. I was standing over there just. So my wife's like, you all the time shooting. Well, yeah. You shoot running squirrels through the woods with there. Yeah. Well, I don't have no moose here. If we had moose here, I'd shoot me one. I'll shoot Bigfoot just to prove he's real. I know a guy that that we know. He was telling me a story, which he wound up finding some of it online. He he uh he shot Bigfoot. Supposed to be Bigfoot. He showed his head and some eyeballs and stuff. I'm not going too much about it. Yeah, my wife likes them fried. She likes the way I fry them. The secret is to get them a little tender. Take you a little white vinegar, put it in there with it. That or Frank's Red Hot buffalo sauce. They don't leave no flavor. Just leave them in it for a few. You didn't want to soak them in water or whatever. Then you put your seasonings in there. Just take you a little bit of vinegar, dump it in there with the meat and the grease. Cause it sizzle, cause it gets a little bit more tender. I was standing in the driveway, got a spot behind my thing. There was a big old tree out. I was shooting squirrels out of it. Scotty's got to have all the meat he can get. They don't you guys got to travel pretty good ways for y'all's food. I know it can be right outside the front door, but stocking up for what you can stock. Yeah, we don't even have moose over here. Might in Louisiana, I don't know. I could have in the upper part of Alabama. I wanted to walk the Appalachian Trail from the lower part of Jasper, Alabama to Maine, but I don't know. If I did, I'd have took me 50 BMG. Because they could be done in so long a time, but a lot of people says their cliffs are too dangerous in some spots. Even a sure-footed mountain goat could get there, and I've heard about a couple people getting mauled by some animals and never returning. I don't know. No, the other taxidermy guy that lived off out there. It's on the 10 Mile Road. He don't live there anymore. He was a world class known uh, taxidermist. I don't know if anybody recognizes the name. Chad Cooper. He stuffed gorilla, bear. He's went over the seas with people to Africa. He's done Cape Buffalo and everything. Giraffe, lion. He had all kinds of stuff. You can look through his window. Some of it he shot us up, but some of them there. People wind up not paying him or donated to him. People drive by, see his Christmas lights and stuff. He had a fucking world class deer. When I say world class, I mean the rack was every bit of 4 foot wide in there. Beautiful 12 point. The brown tines on that thing was like that big. They just, you see them there. I watched him several times in the sunset, stand out there. You see a silhouette standing there. Stands the next three other buck. Made him look like they were nothing. They were 8s and 10s out there with him too. What the hell's wrong with you, phone? Sorry about that. I'm not going into a seizure. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm not going into a seizure, I promise. My phone's doing something. I don't know what it's doing. My chat froze. Yeah, see me? My phone's doing something. Really? Come on now. I might see and my phone's doing something stupid. I apologize if you can hear me but not see me. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, folks, if you can't see me, but my camera done something. I moved and it. I don't know. I don't know if the phone's cold or what. Really? Sorry, y'all. Really? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. No, it didn't get hot. It didn't. My phone usually register if it's getting hot. No, the fire's not bad. It's more smoking. I'll let it go way down. It's probably why. Yeah, I know. I apologize, y'all. It's turned black on my end. I'm gonna try holding you guys in my hand for a minute. Let's see if that'll work. How do you restart it? You guys there? No. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm gonna end this one and start it right back, okay? I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna get off and get right back on.